music for my level that I just like re-uploaded. I just played with it on mute and then just kind of played different songs in the background until I found one that like felt right, I guess. I ended up coming up with like 6 or 7 different songs that like could have worked for my level because it's like a Switch Palace, so they're just not really like, it just needs to be like kind of weird and energetic a little bit. But like for yours, there's like a ton of stuff that I think could fit just any kind of like, honestly there's a lot of like quote-unquote sunset songs on there anyway, so I would just recommend kind of muting your emulator and then just kind of playing through the level a couple of times with it in the background and just seeing kind of what feels best. So as a heads up with this level, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat it. I'm going to give it a good like hour or two and just see how far I can get into it. But I know that it's very, very difficult. This is supposed to be kind of like a pretty end game level from what I've gathered. But we'll just go ahead and get into it and see what happens. I don't remember this intro screen at all. I don't remember this segment at all. Okay. Alright, so let's, let's wait a second. There we go. I'm assuming this means spin. Okay. I love how I like deciphered that just like 10 seconds. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. I deciphered that like 10 seconds ago and then just completely jumped wrong. So when I played his level last, it started off outdoors and was just like a really intense like P-switch segment. So I was like very surprised to see it not only start off in a cave, but also not start off how I remembered it at all. But this is fun so far. I'm down for this. Okay, so I assume I gotta hurry and spin jump off of the spiny. Okay, I know I can make this. It's probably not worth making it, but I'm gonna keep doing it. No, it's not worth it. Fine. It'd be nice if I could get that bonk consistently. Because that bonk actually helps right there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, is that just like an intro segment? Because this is the part that I actually remember. Okay. So, I love Storm Eagle, and I'm down for it, but is this loud to anyone else? Like, I can't tell if it's just, like, louder to me because it's the samples being used, but it just felt like it was kind of, like, significantly louder than the inside. I guess it's because it was, like, super quiet cave music anyway. So, I'll have to actually, let me count it really quick and see. I think we have 10 or so levels that are in, or like maybe a little bit more than that, but we have at least 10 levels that are like pretty much completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I have 13 levels downloaded. There may be more that I just kind of missed out on. But I have 13 levels that are downloaded, and I think we were aiming for 9 I don't really know if any of our levels have... Or, I know there are a couple levels with secret exits too, so I think we'll probably actually have to, like, cut off level design soon, and just kind of focus on what we have here. Yeah, I'm actually going to turn this down slightly, because it's kind of, like, loud in my ear. Like, I thought I had the volume. Okay, that's at least a little bit better. Okay, and I assume I'm already dead because I lost B-speed, but I wanted to check there anyway. So, spin jump, spin jump. Oh wait, there are actually more levels coming because Arisen is supposed to contribute something, I think, and just hasn't had time to yet. But I want to say there's about 10 contributors to this. And we're all just kind of like playtesting each other's levels and stuff and just seeing what works out of it, but I don't actually remember like the full roster of people. And honestly, Mighty Mouse, like, this is probably the first day of like hardcore testing I've done since like the very beginning. Like, I'll play people's levels and stuff here and there, but this is the first, like, honestly, this is the first time I've had time in a while to, like, set aside to do people's levels, but also, like, I just kind of was focused on making mine for a while, and now that I'm done with mine, before I go, if I'm going to make another level, I don't even really know at this point, but before I go back and make anything else, I just want to kind of test and see where other people's difficulty's at again, as well as just try to help, because I know we're all kind of just in, like, creation mode right now, but obviously the feedback helps everyone, so, and also, I really wish I knew if it was binavik or binavik, so I'm just going to call you binavik, and I really hope it's that. Binavik, I will send you the updated palette and stuff, like, the second I can, because I feel kind of bad that I've been slacking on that a lot. I actually had like a pretty cool palette redesign with this, and honestly I think the palette that you've used in this one is actually, it's either slightly better or my eyes just don't care as much today as they did the last time I played this level, but it is pretty nice. Okay. Alright, so I think that's right. Spin jump, jump onto the Koopa, and then do something else. Banana. Binavik. Binavik. We'll figure it out someday. So you, Baron, may have seen the second half of this level, which, if I don't get through the first half in like a half hour or so, I'll probably just skip to the second half. But the second half is supposed to be his like motor skills segment, because I guess he either found the patch for it or like made it himself. I forget which one it is. I think he actually made it himself, if I remember right. Regrabs in this tunnel are no joke, but yeah, if Arisen played it, it wouldn't really surprise me, because he did volunteer for the hack kind of like near the tail end of us like needing creators and stuff, and I think he was trying to play some of the harder levels to kind of figure out where to gauge his difficulty, because obviously Arisen's really good, so his level design's going to be near the end of the game for us, or in Special World probably. I think this is supposed to be a Special World level, or is slated for it at this point. Okay, so then it's off of the green Koopa, off of Is it gonna be off of the blue Koopa and then off of it to shell jump? I'm kind of confused how that's actually gonna work out. I guess we'll see. Hey RT, how you doing? I was actually planning on playing your water level after this because I know a lot of people have kind of been scared away from it. I actually have a little bit of, I actually have a lot of time to stream today, honestly. I might be taking a break in the middle of it to like grab something to eat really quick, but I took today off work and I thought my friend was going to be in town like in the middle of the day, and it seems like he's going to be, seems like he's not going to be here until like 3 p.m. and it's only not even 9 yet, so. Alright, so very minor regrabs help. Oh, I lost P speed. Okay. So with the minor regrabs, this feels like it's consistent. I gotta say, the first time I played this level, I was annoyed with how tight it was, but I think I might have just been in a bad mood that day. Because, like, this is tight, and, like, my personal level design would have probably loosened it up a little bit more. But given for how late in the game it is, I don't really mind it being tight, and it feels like it's at least consistent once you actually learn how long to hold the regrabs for and stuff. I guess I could change my tune on that if I've been here like 2 hours or something, but like within the first 10 minutes it feels pretty consistent, so like potentially loosen the bounce off this Koopa a little bit, but honestly I don't really think that's necessary. This level is like regrab city, but that's okay. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to bounce off of the blue Koopa again, is all I can really think. So the regrab off of the Goomba is at least like 100% necessary. I think the regrab from Koopa to Goomba is more just situational. What did I not do right there? This is missing some slope munchers. And there is room for slopes with the staircases of munchers. I think this is actually designed before Slope Muncher was a thing though, so it can be forgiven. Sounds like a good time. So I think I'm gonna have to hit the blue Koopa on the left to get it to spit out like that. This is very precise, but it's fun, so I don't mind it. And honestly, now that I've gotten used to the music, I don't mind it being slightly louder. It just kind of caught me off guard. Ah! That was close. Damn it. Why is this one blue Koopa on one muncher when every other blue Koopa has been trained to be on two? So, personal opinion, I don't think you really need to touch anything before this, but this right here, if it's the jump that I'm trying to do, where like you spit the Koopa out, grab the shell on the way up, bounce off of it, shell jump over here to this little ramp over here, if that's the right trick, I think there might need to be like a little cutout right here, or even just like extend it out right here, so the blue Koopa will actually like spit out this way more consistently and make the shell grab a little bit easier. Because I understand this level being tight because it's like kind of a late level game, but if it's the jump that I'm trying to do at least, which I think it is, it could give a nice little bit of leniency like that far into it. Just because this level is like sort of demanding, and kind of having something that's so finicky right in the middle of it feels a little, I don't even want to say unfair, but and again, like, maybe it's not even that and I'm just overcomplicating it because I do have a habit of doing that, but yeah, so that is the trick. It's a really cool trick, but it feels like it's a little, well, no, because like, it's hard for me to say that you should even just extend it out right here, because then I guess the Koopa would be spit into here and it may be harder to bounce off of. But if you just shortened this to like 3 munchers and then just lowered this to here, I think it would accomplish the same thing while still giving you room to actually like grab it at least. And honestly, like, it's a pretty minor change, and depending on how consistent it is, I may change my tune on that like pretty quickly. But just as someone who did it for the first time, it felt like it was a little tighter than it needed to be, I guess. Second Koopa on the left. Yeah, I assume that's kind of what I was just talking about. But if you land on the Koopa on the left, it should spit right there and be okay. And if it is consistent enough that like the shell grab is fine, then I guess it's okay. My main concern with it though is grabbing the shell and then killing the Koopa before I have a chance to bounce off of it. And it hasn't happened yet, but that's the main reason why, thank you for the host, Cody. That was the main reason why I was a little, why is that it felt a little tight, I guess. God damn it. So, not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of surprised that that works as well as it does with one tile. like both the Koopa and the shell coexisting on that same space. Because it doesn't seem like I'd, at least as of right now, really have like any danger of running into the Koopa like that. And if it is consistent, then never mind on my suggestion of losing it, I guess. Full little spin. Lost on my speed. This goddamn concrete block keeps killing me. Yeah, I'm pretty down for this level, honestly. I feel kind of bad, honestly, because the first time I played this level, when I was playtesting it, like, I think I played this level, like, near the end of a really long play session, and I was just like, oh my god, I do not have time and energy to invest into this, and, like, I may have been a little premature with, like, any critiques I gave of it or whatever, because even though this level's really tight, like, it feels consistent. Like, it's a lot of weird regrabs on, like, every jump. And I guess I don't even really know how long the section is, but of the little bit that I've played, it seems like it's overall pretty okay. And for P-switch levels and stuff, or for P-speed levels, it feels really fun, and I like that. It's very hard, but I'm alright with hard stuff, because obviously I need the challenge. It's hard for me to switch back quickly right there, apparently. Yeah, I was kind of having that level, I was having that problem last level, and then adjusted it, and then I noticed that this game audio is a little bit louder. Not by a lot, but just like the samples that are used for some reason sound a little bit louder than either vanilla or the custom stuff. Man, losing your P-speed on that concrete block is like very depressing. I've never had concrete be so deadly before. And I guess one thing that I could say, compared to the first time I played this level, I really appreciate the concrete being black, because it just blends into the background a lot more. I think it was red the last time I played this, and it kind of hurt my eyes a little bit, but this palette looks fine. And honestly, like, I know you said that you need the palette, or that the palette needed work, but like, I don't really think it needs all that much work, honestly. Like, it feels fine to me, but I will take a look at it, as I said earlier in the level, I guess. Ah! This concrete block is depressing me, though. Ah. You guys may be getting your dream of slope munchers though, because this looks like a slope that I'm gonna have to regain speed on. Okay. So as long as you bounce off the blue Koopa on the left side and do a regrab, this seems like it's actually pretty consistent. I'm a little surprised, honestly, because I felt like the Koopa was gonna keep clipping into the shell a lot more than it seems to be doing. But cool. That one was weird because I lost and regained feet speed, like, on that little, like, floor tile thing, because I let go of run for a second, but apparently still had enough momentum to regain feet speed. I don't know why that message got caught in auto mod. That was weird. Alright. So I guess I never actually checked. I assume this is a dev pipe, right? Oh, okay, and that just takes me here. Does that mean there's going to be a midway there in the regular level, or... Because if there's a midway there in the regular level, that actually would be pretty nice. You guys are pretty optimistic that anything's going to happen with Mario Maker. This kind of reminds me of all the people that were mad in Pooh's chat yesterday, like, actually expecting Mario Maker 2 to be dropped in the middle of a direct, like, in the middle of September. And I mean, like, granted, I guess they announced Animal Crossing, so it's not like they didn't announce, like, something big, but, I don't know. I just feel like Mario Maker is probably a game that, if they were gonna make it, they would show it at E3 like they did all of the last Mario Maker. Especially since it's, like, I don't know, I think that's a game that you more have to model anyway, because it's, like, dev tools more than a game. So it doesn't really seem like that's the kind of game that they would announce in a direct anyway. But that's my response to all the people that I guess were upset about it, that nobody asked. Okay, regrab, bounce. And don't forget Katamari Damacy. I'm actually like legit very excited for that. I know it's just a remaster or whatever, but the first Katamari Damacy is the best one anyway, in my opinion. So, but being able to play that on the Switch seems like it's gonna be a ton of fun, because that's definitely the kind of game that like I would pick up for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time, roll around some stuff when I felt in the mood for it, and then just like be done with it, I guess. And that seems like it's kind of the perfect thing to just download onto your Switch and play whenever. Yeah, I feel like the Switch, or I feel like the Direct actually went a lot better than angry internet crowds said it was going to go. Okay, so I got the shell jump, yay! Let's see what's over here. Okay. Well, now I actually like want to get the shell jump just for pride's sake, but it's good to know that I can just continue the level right there if needed. Well, I'm about 99% sure that this pipe's not going to be here in the final version, and it's just here for testing. So I might as well learn how to like actually do the shell jump. I am actually kind of curious if he's going to put a midway there, because it seems like it would be a little early in the level since it's only like 20 seconds in. But like, this is a pretty demanding set of like regrabs and stuff, so like it almost kind of feels fitting for there to be a midway there, even though it's only like 20 seconds in. Especially since it actually is a point where you could put a midway, since it's sliding down a hill instead of maintaining P-speed from the beginning of the level, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna go from the middle, because it's been a half hour, I want to see new stuff now. Oof. Especially with that regrab, I definitely think there should probably be a midway there if there wasn't planning on being one. That is a regrab and a half, goddamn. Alright, I'm just gonna put a safe state right here so I don't have to keep going through the fight every time. Okay. Oh, well, I guess maybe not putting a midway there is fine. Motor skills time. Press either B or A to swap your jump type midair. Keep your momentum and beware of falling Yoshi. That falling Yoshi? That's a shell. Okay, so I am gonna fucking suck ass. I'll tell you this right now. I've not played Storks. I've not played motor skills stuff really at all. I assume this is just a midair then? Oh, that's a little confusing as a wall. That doesn't look like it should be a wall in my opinion. Hold B coming out of the pipe. I think I may actually have to control my speed here. Okay. And it is necessary to hold B or I don't get the height that I need. Oh, am I supposed to keep cannon speed through this? Oh boy. Okay. Alright. So, no D-pad really. Seems... Just gonna go ahead and say that now. I almost kind of wish that this shell that you pick up off of 1F0 was, like, where you need to kick it. So, like, if it was, like, 2 tiles to the right, so you could just kick it off of 1F0 instead of, like, need to hold it for a kind of random amount of time, I feel like that might make this first jump a little less annoying. This is rough. Like, I am not very good at this. I may suggest lowering this buncher down 1. Just because it seems like I'm dying to like the side of this buncher kind of a lot. I know that's the point of it, but like... in an effort to keep cannon speed, it seems like it would be a little bit more consistent to lower this down 1. Seems like even when I'm kicking the shell off of the muncher like that, like, it's not where it's supposed to be. about to comment on this because I can't get past this first jump. But this is obviously pretty hard. I think the hardest part is keeping cannon speed here, because like if I was just trying to do this shell jump normally, this wouldn't really be that bad, but I clearly need to at least keep cannon speed. Oh, for sure, that's cool, dude. I actually kind of saw something about that and then completely forgot to check it out, but yeah, that'd be cool. Thanks. Alright, I'm gonna give this until the hour mark, and hopefully I'll have made some progress, but I'm perfectly honest, Nameless, I didn't notice typos at all. I'm a little dyslexic sometimes, so I kind of just assume things make sense, even when they don't, really. Yeah, that's kind of nuts, Amos. I was pretty damn content with 70, and then you dropped an extra, you know, 1, 2 zeros in front of that, or we pass. Okay, so not only is it a very specific shell jump, it's not even like... it's a regrab off of that. Oh boy. Yeah, Ben, my suggestion for this would be to just lower all of this down one. Because then, honestly, I think it would give you enough room to make this a little bit clearer without having to do a regrab right here. And just this shell jump into this regrab is honestly kind of annoying me a little bit. And I know you don't really want to like annoy people with your levels, so I'm just kind of trying to be honest about it. Because I know I suck at motor skills stuff, but honestly, outside of the few people that have actually managed to beat Storks, I feel like a lot of people kind of suck at motor skills stuff. And especially when you're introducing cannon speed to motor skills stuff, in my opinion, the first jump should at least be a little bit easier. Like, I don't even mind the mid-air into the shell jump, but like the mid-air into the specific shell jump, into the very specific regrab, and then just continuing the level from there is kind of excessively demanding in my opinion. And other people can disagree, I guess, because like, again, I'm not exactly the best Mario player ever, and I'll probably struggle to even get to this level whenever I play the hack anyway. But just as a player who feels like he's at least getting the essence of the trick when he gets the shell jump, like, it feels like the shell jump is a little tighter than it needs to be here. feel like I've been dying to this one muncher for about 20 minutes. And like, I had no doubts that I was gonna die a lot in this segment, and like, I mentally prepared myself for it, but I wasn't really expecting it to be on the very first one, and that one was just me accidentally pressing jump. See, I guess it's moving too fast for me. When I am getting the shell jump, am I shell jumping off of the side of the muncher, or am I jumping off of the side of the arrow sign? Because to me, it looks like I'm supposed to be jumping, like, aiming the shell jump, like, right in the middle. Oh, well, I guess by moving this down would also probably imply moving at least this part down, so you could actually spin jump off of that, because I guess you're right. It would be a little too low to really get clearance of it. I gotta say, this is the first time I've tried to attempt a cannon speed shell jump. It just seems like the corner of this muncher is the most deadly enemy to ever exist in Super Mario World. This is the first time I've kicked the shell over. I guess that would be a little bit more of a risk if you move that muncher down too. I got the shell jump into the spin at least. Muncher's in front of the launch pipe? What do you mean? Just to like launch through? Or... I didn't know that, that's funny. I guess it makes sense though, like, if it happened in Mario World where like an enemy was like crawling in front of one of these pipes right as you came out of it. This muncher is the death of me. And then I finally get the shell jump and I don't expect to get it. And then I finally get the shell jump and fly over the thing I'm supposed to hit. getting past the side of this muncher has now taken me 20 minutes. I feel like I've only like had one decent attempt with cannon speed past this part. I'm kind of bummed that like I can't even get to the motor skills part of this level because I can't do the shell jump intro to it, because I was actually like really looking forward to testing this part. But I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't love this intro shell jump at all. I think it could be pretty easily remedied if you move this down and maybe even this down by 1 and just give the player a little bit more freedom to be able to like make this jump with cannon speed and then like adjust onto this. It would still keep the essence of what you're trying to do of like do a quick shell jump at cannon speed and then spin jump onto the spiny, but it would loosen it a little bit in a way that's probably pretty helpful in my opinion. Because I think it would still keep the challenge of the jump, but you would have a lot less of these just running into the side of this muncher death that kind of just walls, at least me, for right now. I don't know if this is just a common death and I'm just getting it over and over again, or if I'm just not understanding the shell jump right or what. But as is, it just feels like it's super precise to be able to get the shell jump and get over the muncher and get the speed that you need to get through the rest of the level. And I feel like one of those things giving would probably be nice. I feel like I've just been dying to this muncher for a half hour. I'm gonna go ahead and call this level, I guess, because I can't test this motor skills section apparently, even though I want to. I gotta say, I actually, like, the first time I played this level, I feel like I was a little bit harsh on it, so, like, I do want to kind of list some positives. The first half of that level is really fun. I've never seen that trick with bouncing off of a blue Koopa twice, like once to spit it out and then once to get its shell, like in that tight of a corridor before. So it's kind of interesting to be able to see that. I personally actually thought the palette was fine. I think it was just the red concrete blocks that were in the initial build that I played of this that kind of hurt my eyes a little bit, because the red on the black on the green just felt like kind of a lot. But with the black and the green and the tan sky in the first like real segment of the level, I guess, since the underground part kind of felt like a little warm-up part, I guess. I thought the palettes were fine. I thought the motor skills part, the sign that you do the shell jump off of was kind of confusing to me because it didn't look like it was solid. And that's kind of one of the things I was talking about a little bit with Baron's level, actually, is that sometimes non-vanilla graphics are kind of hard to tell, like, what's background, what's foreground, what's, like, you're actually... I don't know why I'm dropping a ton of frames right now, but whatever. I'm not actually... It would be nice if I stopped dropping all of them, but I'm not actually doing anything right now, so... So I'm actually going to go ahead and call playtesting this level for now. Just because I don't think I'm going to really make any significant progress in that second half. I don't know why I'm continuously dropping frames right now because nothing is happening and it's like 9:30 in the morning. But I'm going to go ahead and load up the next level and probably have a dab really quick, honestly. So what's next on the list? So going down the list, my next level is going to be Pricker Bush by MD Battlefrog, it sounds like. So I played a little bit of MD Battlefrog's levels before, and he is also a... I am just dropping all kinds of frames right now. Can I stop doing that? Like, why is it even dropping anything? I'm gonna go ahead and exit out a live split, because